Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Vista, where the road never ends and every vehicle tells a story. Today, we're doing something incredibly special. We're picking up a piece of American automotive history, the 1950 GMC Vintage Pickup. This isn't just a vehicle. This is a legacy on four wheels. So, picture this: early morning, cool air, dew still hanging on the grass, and I'm making my way to a barn just outside of town. This isn't just any barn. This is where the 1950 GMC has been resting for the past couple decades. It's dusty, a little weathered, but full of soul. I've been eyeing this truck for months now, talking with the owner, checking its condition, making sure the frame's solid, and today, it's finally mine. When I pulled up, the first thing that hit me wasn't the sight, it was the smell. That combination of oil, old rubber, and aged leather interior that immediately throws you back in time. There it was, sitting proud under a blanket of dust, like a sleeping giant. The 1950 GMC 100 series, the true working man's truck from the golden post-war era. Now, let me walk you through what makes this truck so special. Under the hood is a straight 6, 228 cubic inches, part of GMC's line of engines built for dependability. Not speed, not flash, but pure, hard-working reliability. This one still has the original motor, and I was honestly surprised when it turned over after just a few tries. A little coaxing, a little starter fluid, and boom, that old heartbeat came back to life. It's got that deep, slow rhythm you just don't hear anymore. Let's talk about the design. 1950 was right in the middle of a styling revolution. The trucks were getting curvier, more stylish, while still keeping their utilitarian roots. This one's got the classic split windshield, beautiful rounded fenders, and a bold horizontal grille that's seen its fair share of miles. And let me tell you, even with the faded paint and a few battle scars, this thing radiates character. You can just imagine the roads it's traveled and the stories it could tell. Sliding into the cab, I'm immediately struck by the simplicity. One bench seat, metal dashboard, manual everything. The steering wheel is large, thin, and commanding, you feel every pebble and pothole through it. The floor-mounted shifter is tall and sturdy, moving through the gears with a bit of resistance, but it's honest. There are no electronics here. No computers. Just you and the machine. I looked over at the speedometer, it maxes out at 90 miles per hour. That's optimistic, but really, this truck was never about speed. It was about hauling timber, tools, or maybe heading into town on a Sunday afternoon. The odometer reads just over 74,000 miles. The owner swears it's original mileage. And you know what? I believe him. He was an older gentleman, third generation on the farm. He told me his dad bought this GMC brand new from the local dealer in 1950. It was used for everything, feeding cattle, pulling trailers, even the occasional family picnic. When I asked why he was letting it go, he simply said, "It deserves to drive again." That hit me. That's when I knew I couldn't just let it sit there. It needed to roll under the open sky once more. Loading it onto the flatbed was a careful operation. The tires, though cracked, still held air. The brakes were weak, but functional enough for a slow roll. We winched it on, strapped it down, and started the journey home. I kept looking in the rearview mirror at it, like I was afraid it would disappear. But it was there, solid as ever, riding high like a proud old soldier. On the way home, I couldn't stop thinking about what comes next. This isn't going to be a full-blown resto mod. I'm not dropping in a modern LS engine or slamming it to the ground. That's not what this truck wants. I'm going to respect its past. Clean it up. Rebuild what's needed. Keep the patina. Maybe new brakes, new wiring, new tires for sure. But the soul, that stays untouched. First stop once we got it home. The car wash. And I don't mean the automated kind. I mean a slow, careful hand wash. Bucket, sponge, and a lot of respect. As the layers of dust washed away, the original green paint started to shine through. Faded, yes, but beautiful. Under the dirt was a truck that had earned every scar. Neighbors started to stop by. One guy said it reminded him of his dad's truck. Another offered to buy it on the spot. I smiled, but no way, this one's staying in the family now. Auto Vista isn't just about showing off vehicles. It's about connecting with the past, and this GMC is a bridge straight back to a time when craftsmanship, durability, and simplicity were everything. I started the engine again that afternoon, just to hear it. That deep idle, like a heartbeat. I took it down the block, slowly, carefully, and it felt like rolling history. People waved, kids pointed, dogs barked, and I just smiled. This isn't just a project truck. This is a time capsule. There's a lot of work to do, and I'll be sharing every part of that journey here on Auto Vista. From replacing hoses and fluids to rebuilding the carb, and eventually taking it on its first long drive in decades. Maybe a trip to a local car show. Maybe just a long backroad cruise at sunset. But every step will be documented, because this story is worth telling. If you've got a memory tied to a GMC like this, or maybe you've still got one in the family, drop it in the comments. Let's bring those stories back to life. Trucks like this deserve more than a corner in a barn. They deserve to run. Thanks for riding along with me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on the 1950 GMC revival. This is just the beginning. Until next time, keep your hands dirty, your engine tuned, and your heart open to the stories every vehicle can tell. This is Auto Vista, and the road ahead just got a whole lot more interesting.